Everyone keeps telling you to feel into your body, and when you try, you mostly come up blank. You're not sure what you're supposed to be feeling or whether you're doing it right, and a quiet part of you wonders if you're just one of those people who's cut off from the neck down. You're not. You've simply never been shown what you're actually reaching for. There's a real signal in there, and it has a name. In the next few minutes, you'll learn what you're actually feeling for when someone says, feel into your body. It's called the feltsense. And you'll do it once, for real, on a small situation in your own life before the video ends. The feltsense is your body's whole, hushed, not yet worded impression of a situation. It's bigger and fuzzier than an emotion. It's that vague but unmistakable something about this is heavy, or something here feels right, that arrives before you have any words for it. It tends to live somewhere around the chest, the belly, the throat. It's information. You've just been quietly taught your whole life to talk over it, and it really doesn't feel like a thought. A thought is sharp and in words. A felt sense is more like a texture, or a weight, or a temperature. It might be a tightness gathered just under the breastbone, or a faint sinking low in the stomach, or a strange lightness in the chest you'd struggle to name. Often it's almost too quiet to notice, which is exactly why it slips past us, and why feeling into your body can seem like reaching into an empty room. It doesn't shout. It waits in the background for you to turn around and notice it's there. Here's the part most people never get told, so they assume they're failing. When you stop and turn toward that murky bodily sense and give it gentle, patient attention without rushing to explain it, it tends to do something. A word will float up, or an image that fits it exactly. And the instant it fits, you'll often feel a small release somewhere in the body, like something settling into place. That little shift is the felt sense being heard. It's how your body hands its knowing up to your mind. And it asks for a particular kind of attention. Patient and a little bit empty. If you pounce on the bodily feeling and demand to know what it means, it tends to close up, the way a name you're straining to remember stays just out of reach. The trick is to turn toward it and then wait, the way you'd wait quietly for a shy animal to come a little closer. You hold the question lightly, you stay curious rather than impatient, and you let the word or image arrive on its own. That's why people feel nothing. They're straining when the signal only comes through soft. If turning inward stirs up more than you expected, you can keep it small and go gently. And if trauma is in the picture, let this work sit alongside a good therapist or clinician. Let's touch it lightly. Bring to mind a small situation in your life right now, nothing huge. And instead of thinking about it, notice how your body is holding it. Is there a tightening somewhere? A heaviness? A lift, a pulling back. Don't analyze it, just keep it company. And gently ask, what's the feel of this whole thing? And then wait. See if a word or an image quietly arises on its own. And if nothing comes, that's completely fine too. Sometimes just the turning toward is the whole practice, and the word arrives hours later, when you've stopped looking for it. There's no wrong answer here and nothing at all to force. You're simply learning to listen to a channel that's always been on. That's the felt sense, what you're actually feeling for when you finally feel into your body. It's the quiet skill underneath everything else here. And it's far easier to hear when your system is calm, which is exactly why the last episode matters. The physiological sigh settles you just enough to actually listen. So if you haven't seen the one on that fast breathing reset, watch it next. And subscribe to keep these in order. I'll see you in the next one.